the All-Western New York Radio Broadcast Network. This is Noah's Ark.
Ready, so ready for this.
Okay. We're talking about Justin Bieber's Monkey, right?
And now, here's your hosts, Noah Goki.
Everybody has that one, first really horrible experience with alcohol. And I have two.
Think so, Joe.
I step on flag on purpose. The only reason I got hired on this show is because I went to school for this shit, and I dropped out after a semester.
And George.
Golden microphone to match the golden voice.
Your eyeball.
DMT in your fucking eyes and live life, people.
Eat it. Take care of business, man.
Look at the bunny. Look at the bunny.
I got a text that says no Ustream. We are looking into that.
Ladies and gentlemen, nothing I say in the show is real. Please remember that.
Although everything I say, except for that Jew comment I made earlier, is real.
That bitch Katy Perry can suck skin off my dick. I'll smack the shit out of her.
You waterboard them if they don't talk. Waterboard them with high C.
Oh, son of a fudge.
I'm okay!
I'm okay! The alcohol that he's already drank has made him slower.
Noah is a drunk.
That bitch is annoying. God damn it.
You know, there was 4 of us last week, and now there's 3 of us. Somebody we cut off a Kyle.
So we cut off a middle finger, apparently.
Now there's the button.
Now, button, who's got the button?
I've got the button. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Noah's Ark Show. Thank you so much for joining us. I have some kind of crazy effect in my voice.
I was going to say you got reverb on, apparently.
Wow. Whoa. I think I'll just keep it on. It sounds gnarly. I think that's a leftover from Noah Goki and the Skulls band practice last night. Heyo.
We get the leftovers, don't we?
All right.
I feel special now.
Welcome to the show, Noah's Ark Show, allwesternnewyorkradio.com. Thank you for tuning in. The Truckathon! This Sunday!
We'll sell you the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
That's right! Give us a call anytime throughout the show today, 716-402-4218. That's our phone number. George, how are you, my friend? George, on bass, here in studio.
Hey.
Fresh off of opening for Saliva.
Yes, I'm doing all right. How are you, Mr. Goki?
I'm better now that I turned that effect off.
It wasn't as good as you thought, huh?
Nah.
Not for doing a show, but definitely for doing band practice.
Later. It'll come back later. We'll use it for something. We can always find something to do with these crazy audio tricks. We've got Kyle, too, here in studio. Kyle, say hello to the peoples.
Hi, everybody.
And Denyce.
Yeah, there we go.
Back in studio. It's
Back in town, baby.
After a long hiatus.
Long hiatus.
She's not shy. Tell us, Denyce.
No,
What have you been up to?
Was working 2 jobs, but now I'm down to 1 job, and now just
How many people have you killed in the past 60 days?
1,000 million.
Million people. Wow. She's a tyrant on a par with Hitler.
It's called Denyce. Dice it.
I'm sorry, but she had to have had help with that, because even on my best days, I couldn't kill up to 1 million.
Because they were playing Dice Me. Dice.
Well, they've learned their lesson.
Oh, boy.
You diced them.
I own a meat department.
You Denyce them. Denyce dice.
Oh, gosh. Don't get her started, Noah.
Jesus.
All right.
We have a guest in studio.
We do have a guest, a very special guest, our musician of the week this week, Steve Balesteri, here in studio. Steve, say hi to the people at home.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me today.
Thank you so much for joining us, my friend.
Yes, it is a pleasure. Thank you for being here and gracing us and tolerating us for 2 hours. Because that's
very entertaining.
That's usually how it is in this studio.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Remember that.
Exactly. You're in the long haul.
It's important to stay hydrated.
And at the end is somebody waiting to kick you in the nuts. There's no good ending to this. This is going to be bad all over.
No. Won't end well.
Yes.
Never ends well.
It's never good when we have to basically swallow our microphones because,
We will do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
That's right.
Steve, don't be afraid of that microphone. Make
That's right.
friends with it.
Gotta
Get
get
right
close.
up into it. Get right up into its
Get in
face,
close.
into its grill.
You
Keep
got
it
it.
real.
I can smell what I had for lunch the last time I was on this microphone.
That's good. That's what we're going for.
It's nice. I think I had. No, when did I have a hot dog? Holy shit! Somebody else must have been on this one.
I can taste breakfast from a few days ago, but I think that's just in my
Oh,
mustache.
yeah.
That's it. You do. You know, that's the thing. When you have new facial hair, you got to get used to the fact that it's also a flavor saver.
That's right. It does save the flavor so you can savor later. That's how it goes.
That's good, and you know that is an impressive mustache that you have there.
Well, thank you.
Yes, it's nice. It's not one of the. Usually, when people grow them damn things, they look like Lester the Molester.
Yeah.
But you pull it off really well.
You know, I'm going for like a Tombstone thing. That's what I'm.
Oh, Doc Holliday and shit
Yeah,
like
Val
that.
Kilmer and Tombstone.
Oh.
That's
There
what
you
I'm
go.
going for.
You know, I'm not. You know, I'm not of the alternate sexual orientation, but I would do that,
Dead or
man.
alive.
I would.
Well,
I
back
would,
then, but
I
not
would, no, not now.
not now.
Not now.
Not Fat Val.
He's a hunk of shit now.
He's a hunk of fat man now, and he's not attractive anymore. I'm sorry.
He brings fat guys like me to shame.
Val Kilmer from Tombstone, I'm with
Yes,
you. And
yes,
I'm a married man, but I would have sex with Val Kilmer and Tombstone.
Yes, yes. Either him or Johnny Depp in anything.
There you go.
You know. That's,
All right.
Anyways, back to the
Speaking
game
of sexy men, Steve Balesteri here in studio. Steve, if I can make you.
Is this your first time on the Ark?
The
Yeah.
first time here, I've done a couple things in the past.
This
on
is
different
just the
stations, but-
tip of the craziness.
Oh, good. Bring it on.
here.
All right.
I'm
Don't
definitely gonna
scare
regret
him.
that. Yeah,
Don't
you are.
scare Steve. It's all good. Steve, tell us a little bit about your background, about how you got started in music, my friend. That's the most important thing here.
Well, sure. I guess I'll start with now and kind of rewind.
All right.
Probably
We'll
yeah.
start now, and we'll get into the DeLorean and go backwards.
Exactly. Just charge the flux capacitor.
I'm charging it as we speak.
Beautiful. So yeah, I perform around the area right now, mostly doing covers, but kind of just branching out into original stuff. I've been doing the cover stuff for about, I'd say 4 or 5 years, kind of trying a lot of different styles, taking advice from a lot of different people, just really figuring it out, see what works best. Kind of settled into a pop soul R&B, but I also do like some Sinatra, like standards, and I even sing Italian and Spanish, like doing Bocelli kind of stuff. So a little bit of everything, really.
Very cool.
Wow,
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
a nice wide mix keeps me busy.
That's really cool. That it appeals to a broad audience, and that's
Definitely.
really cool. That's really cool.
We do a lot of clubs. I mean, I do do weddings and stuff. But yeah, I was singing all through. So rewinding, I started singing in high
My
school and stuff.
calculations are correct. When
Beautiful.
this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Perfect.
No, that's one of the beauties of the show is that there's sound clips for days.
Yes, and you can just pull any reference. You're good to go.
Oh, we're good. We're good. Noah's got this down to a science.
So, so yeah, I started singing in high school, and then actually I went to UB, and I was in the Buffalo Chips, the a cappella group. And then as soon as I got out of college, I just started doing kind of the standards, and then slowly but surely started adding in the pop and R&B stuff that I like doing. And,
Now, were you playing guitar all this time, or did you just start that more recently?
I mean, I've had a guitar for years. I still, even now, it's enough for me to sing along to. I can't do anything fancy. I surround myself with some amazing musicians who kind of take that and run with it. I also play a little bit of keyboards. So
Very cool. Very cool. So.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Oh my lord.
Out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why don't you do it with some style?
Let's go back further.
Let's go back even further
Oh,
than that.
Yeah.
Jesus. What? You got any gigs coming up that we could plug now, or?
definitely. Let's see. On Friday, I'm going to be doing an acoustic happy hour at a new spot that actually just opened up on Pearl Street called District.
Okay.
From 5:30 until 8.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
Where's that on Pearl Street?
it's on Pearl Street. It's right across from Shays. You walk out the doors of Shays, it's pretty much directly across the street. Like
Is
right near
that the
shop.
place that was the Buck and Buffalo?
No, that's on Franklin. So
yeah.
Pearl, it's just up the street from.
What am I thinking of?
If you know where that is.
I do know where Encore is.
So
yeah.
Yeah, it's right up the street. They just opened. They just had their soft opening last week, and they're starting an acoustic happy hour. And then actually after that, I'll be from 10 to 2 at Brennan's out in Clarence.
Nice.
From 10 to 2 with my sax player Nelson Rivera and Tim Webb on drums. It's always a great time.
Oh, busy, busy, busy.
Yes, and I'll be sleeping for the next 12 hours.
Save the clock tower! Save the clock tower!
We need to get a great Scott in there.
Save the clock tower.
You'll find it.
I know, it's there. And then, let's see, Saturday I'm at the Hamburg Music Fest, which in the village of Hamburg, if people aren't familiar, they do a lot of the different bars and clubs have music, and then they have in the one park over there, they have stage set up and music all day. So we're going to be with the full band at Mason's, which is on Main Street in Hamburg. So
Saturday at Mason's, part of the Hamburg Music Fest, correct?
Yes.
All right.
And if you're in Hamburg, there's tons of bands going on all day, so definitely something to check out.
Huh. So tell us a little bit more about the band now. You guys are now together writing original music and getting into the studio soon?
Well, yeah, I'm kind of doing it more as a solo act. I mean, I have guys that I play with doing the cover shows.
Okay.
And everybody's kind of working musicians, so the schedules, they vary, so I work with a wide group of people, just so I can always take the gig and not have to turn stuff down. And then in the studio with the original material, I'm actually working with a good friend of mine, Rashawn Odell Northington, a bass player but phenomenal arranger and producer. And he heard my originals, and he started coming up with some arrangements, and we just finished 2 singles, actually the second of which is just going to be released tomorrow on iTunes. And then at the end of the month, we're doing a show at GCR Studios. I mean, it's really a recording session. We're doing kind of like a live studio recording. I'm going to have a filmographer come and film the whole thing. We're going to make a concert out of it. Have live audience in front of doing, it's going to be 6 original tunes, plus the couple I've already done. It should be kind of neat. It'll give people a chance to see a behind the scenes of what it's like in a recording studio.
Right.
And, yeah, so I've
very
never done
cool idea.
Like
How'd you come up with that? Actually doing a kind of a live studio performance.
Well, we talked about a good way to do the recordings was doing the live studio thing, and then Odell decided, since it's going to be such an undertaking, why not make a concert out of it so I can at least somewhat curb the cost and invite people to see something they normally wouldn't get a chance to see, really.
Yeah, that's a really cool concept, inviting people into the studio, and then, they're a part of the recording, too.
Yeah, definitely. They'll get to, I mean, anybody who comes to the concert is going to, gets a CD once it's released, and there's a VIP reception beforehand, like, some hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that. So it's a interesting undertaking. I've never done anything like it. I mean, it's going to be a lot of musicians. It's going to be a full rhythm section, plus a string section, a horn section, and backup vocalists. So it's going to be a lot of people crammed in that room. But it's a good size space, so it should be cool.
Sounds awesome. That actually sounds like a really good time.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, all the info is on my website, stevebalesteri.com. Tickets are on there. I was very proud of myself. I figured out how to incorporate the ticket sales onto there.
Nice.
I built it myself, so that's, any small accomplishment for a web designer is probably nothing, but for me it's like this big deal.
Technology sucks. I mean,
yes, but
so if you're able to accomplish anything on, technologically, I think it's a great thing.
Exactly.
Except for those people that are specialists at it, that's just their job. Screw them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the people who just done.
Yeah, exactly. They can go suck a lemon. I don't care. I get bitter sometimes. I can't help that.
Dr. Emmett Brown looks like he's really upset. He needs to say something.
Oh my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty!
Run, Marty! Oh my God!
Now, Steve, tell us about the tracks that you have put together that we're going to check out in a couple moments here. Drowning and Would You Find Me? Where'd you do these ones? At GCR as well?
No, actually, I recorded Drowning. It's a studio called Mammoth Studio on Main Street in the city. It's right near the Record Theater outlet over there.
Okay.
And, we did that. Well, actually, we did some of it. I did the vocals and the guitar there, and then we had some musicians from various places kind of record their sections and send them in.
It's going to be an interesting process when you're having studio kind of session guys, come up with the extra parts for your tunes. You said send them in though. They weren't coming into the studio and jamming them.
No, like there's a cellist on Drowning. She's based out of New York, so we sent her the track, and she just
so this is like a postal service type thing you got into almost.
I know it's with technology nowadays how you can do it is unbelievable. And to me, it doesn't sound like you sent people in. You can't really tell. It's just they just record a bunch of stuff, send all their ideas, and then they kind of piece it together and see what works best. And then, we had a drummer do the same thing. He wasn't in the studio with us, but it turned out well. I was happy with it. The song, I co-wrote it with two gentlemen, actually quite a few years ago already, Sam Congerty and Ryan Weisner, who he actually owns True Sound Studios, which was on Transit, although I believe he may have moved. Yeah, it was a cool. We did a first version, and then Odell heard it and was like, we got to redo this. So he really wanted to dig into it. So we just finished that one up in March, and actually just last week I recorded a music video for it. So very anxious to see how the heck that turned out.
Very nice.
Yeah, and it was quite a process. I never did a video before. It was like, we must have sang through probably 30 times. Every time we did a full take of the song, in one position with a couple of cameras, and then he'd get another idea. The filmographer's name is Justin Bonney. Does great work, and he would keep getting a new idea. Let's try it here. Let's try it there. So we just basically, hopefully, you guys all enjoy the tune. I kind of don't want to hear it for a little while. After hearing it on loop for 6 hours.
Oh yeah,
right.
That does get really annoying.
Yes, but still really happy with it. It's just funny. Sometimes your ears need a break.
Yeah, anything will get old. If I listen to Stairway on repeat, twice, I'm ready to shoot myself.
I hear the beginning chords of that song and I hate it already.
Just run out of the room. Exactly. And then the second tune, Would You Find Me, we did. That was a little more in studio. We had a few more people there actually. Guitarist Mick Hayes, he's featured on that.
Oh, Mick Hayes.
Yeah, he does.
Great local blues guitar and band leader.
Yeah, he does a killer job, and it was and the one drummer he works with, a good friend. We worked together a bunch too. His nickname's Flute. He's just phenomenal. He did that, and then we had hand percussion and some keys and everything, and it's just kind of, this one almost took on there's definitely a little bit of R&B pop, but it's definitely a little Latin feel in there too, so a little different. But yeah, it was a cool undertaking. I'm just excited to hear how the rest of them turn out, because he's doing the arrangements and kind of putting it together, and then I'm just gonna hop in and hear what Odell came up with. So
nice.
Yes. Very cool process. A collaboration of many fine musicians. Can't wait to hear it, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we get into the recording a little bit now, then we'll come back and have a little jam out.
Sounds good.
All right, fantastic. Steve Balesteri, our band of the week here, Noah's Ark Show. First up, we're going to hear Drowning.
Never thought I'd let you slip away, but you fell right through my. I never thought I'd let you walk away, but now I turn around and you're gone. Just tell me what I said to make you feel this way. Just tell me what I did to make you turn away. I'm drowning, I'm drowning, save me. I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning, save me. I can't pull my head up above the water. No, I can't breathe the air, so I'm going under. I'm drowning. I always thought you were the one You meant everything to me. But now the writing's on the wall. I can't believe that I didn't see. Just tell me, how could you? Why would you act this way? Just tell me if it's true. Then there's nothing left to say. I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. Save me. I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. Save me. I can't pull my head up above the water. No, I can't breathe the air 'cause I'm going under. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Somebody save me. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Somebody save me. Feels like I'm miles from shore and I can't swim. I never thought that you would end up with me. Searching hard, I'm trying to find a way to get you out of my mind. I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. Save me. I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. Save me. I can't pull my head up above the water. Water, yeah. No, I can't breathe the air 'cause I'm going under. I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. Save me. I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. Save me. I can't hold my head up above the water. No, I can't breathe the air 'cause I'm going under. I'm drowning.
Kung Fu is so cool!
Hey George, let me tell you about this new place.
What place is that there, Noah?
Oh, it's got the most amazing food.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the name of this damn
It's
place?
called Kung Food.
You mean Kung Fu?
Oh yeah, the place we went an hour ago.
Holy shit! You know, I was wondering what the fuck the place was called. Kung Fu is so cool!
I got 3 things to say about Kung Food.
3?
Number 1, the food is good and cheap. Number 2, bubble tea. Okay,
Bubble tea.
Enough said.
Yes,
Number
baby.
3, George.
Hot chicks, man. Hot fucking chicks.
Chicks, man.
Chicks. Kung Fu is so cool!
You just look for the delicious food and smell the delicious hotties.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh. Woo-wee! Kung Fu is so cool!
Hi, everybody. This is Dave from Bear Hunter, and you're listening to All West New York Radio.
If I'm lost now home at the end of my rope, if I'm down and I'm bound, need to figure things out. If I'm sad, feeling bad, if I lost all I had, there's only one thing that I want to know. Oh, love can be tough, it can be rough. When I think I finally had enough. If I can't take it anymore, can't fix what's in store. Ooh, will you be what I need? Would you find me? Oh, when I feel all alone. If I'm standing on the ledge, if I'm right at the edge, if I don't know where to go, if I can't take much more, if I dig down deep, but I just can't seem to keep it all together. When I'm with you, it all gets a little bit better. Life can be tough, it can be rough, when I think I finally had enough. If I can't take it anymore, can't face what's in store, ooh, will you be what I need? Would you find me when I feel all alone? Would you find me, or would you bring me back home? Would you find me when I feel all alone? Would you find me, or would you bring me back home? If you need let me be. You don't have to beg or plead, cause I need you, it's true. Without you, I just don't know what I would do. We'll be together, I know it's better. But what I need, what I want to know is, would you find me? Oh, would you find me? Would you find me? Would you find me? Would you find me?
Steve Balesteri, our musician of the week this week. We can't say band of the week because he's not a whole band. He is a one-man dynamo.
Damn straight he is.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Great stuff there, Steve. Fantastic.
Thanks a lot.
Just new sounding, very modern pop. Very, very uplifting and cool beats, and I love the collaboration. The sounds on Would You Find Me were fantastic, with the bluesy kind of funky feel to that tune. Really, a really cool niche that I think you've found there.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, trying to keep it a contemporary, radio-friendly, but just add, some different elements.
Absolutely. Now, before we've got you wired over there to play a song, before we get into it, I just want to talk really quickly about the knick-knack. Of course, every week we ask every band to bring a special knick-knack for us to add to our collection. And Steve brought something very special. Tell us about it, Steve.
Yes, I don't really have a lot of knickknacks, so this was actually a concern, because I really whenever I get those little kinds of things, I just always toss them. I hate trying to keep everything just as clean and clutter-free. So I was thinking, what could I bring? And then I remembered my girlfriend had got me a few years ago. I'm a big fan of the Muppets. Always have been since I was little. She got me a Kermit and a Fozzie mug for Christmas, two of them. And I had chipped the Kermit mug, which I was kind of annoyed about. Not that long after, so she got me a second one. But for whatever reason, I saved the other one. It was in the back of the cupboard, and so I brought my Kermit the Frog mug.
That is awesome.
Yes.
That is so cool.
And I've always connected with them. Like, I have the same cheesy sense of humor. I feel like in another life I could have been a Muppet, perhaps.
Nice.
So yeah.
Well, we got our own personal Muppet over there, Gonzo, or as I like to call him, Kyle number 2. I don't hate him. He's good people.
So the Muppets, it's a big thing for you. Kermit especially, or just all the Muppets in general?
I just always found them really entertaining, And then it was right around the time that movie came out, the first one. And yeah.
Oh, please let it be fantastic.
Very appropriate.
Yes.
Oh, hello there. This is Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, so, you know, the stupid, cheesy humor. Just,
It
puns.
works. It
Yep.
works, you know. Man, there's nothing wrong with cheesy humor. It's wonderful.
You are a frog, right? Of course I'm the frog. Who could I be? The Prince of Wales?
Oh, jeez. Wow.
But
Yeah.
Okay, moving right along.
yes, moving right along, Kermit. Well, thank you so much for bringing the knick-knack there. We'll have you mounted on the shelf there later, Steve.
Sure, absolutely.
But we've got you all wired up. You're going to do a little in-studio jam for us, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So why don't we start it off with Drowning? I know we just heard the studio version of it, but I thought, you know, hearing the acoustic version with you live in studio here would probably be a different experience.
Yeah, definitely a very different approach without all the, you know, the synthesizers and layers of me singing like 12 parts.
Sure, sure.
Although actually, we did have backup vocalists do some layers in there, so it's not all me, which was very cool.
Nice. Very cool. Well, get to hear a nice stripped-down version, and hopefully everybody enjoys it.
Steve Balesteri, our musician of the week.
Never thought I'd let you slip away, but you fell right through my arms. Never thought I'd let you walk away. Now I turn around and you're gone. Just tell me what I said to make you feel this way. Just tell me what I did to make you turn away. I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. Save me, I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. Save me. If I can't put my head up above the water, well, I can breathe the air 'cause I'm going under. I'm drowning. I always thought you were the one. You meant everything to me. Now the writing's on the wall. Can't believe that I didn't see. Just tell me, how could you? Why would you act this way? Just tell me if it's true. There's nothing left to say. I'm drowning, drowning, drowning. Save me. I'm drowning, drowning, drowning. Save me. I can't put my head up above the water. Well, I can't breathe the air 'cause I'm going under. I'm drowning. Ooh. Feels like a mouse from shore and I can't swim. Never thought that you would end up with him. Searching hard, I'm trying to find a way to get you out of my mind. I'm drowning. Somebody save me. Somebody save me. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Save me. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Save me. Well, I can't put my head up above the water. No, I can't breathe the air 'cause I'm going under. I'm drowning. Ooh, I'm drowning. Oh, I'm drowning.
Oh, just awesome, man.
Wow, yeah.
Very good.
Thanks so much.
That was
Steve
really nice.
Balesteri.
Now you can be the American Idol.
Fortunately, too old.
No, go for it. Why not?
That American Idol shit is for the
I
kids.
know.
That's for the hacks.
I know.
The real folks just do what they do.
Yeah.
Right.
We should do the old American Idol, old people, for the old people.
It's the senior citizen.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve, it's very, very cool. You got an
Yes.
amazing voice.
Yes, you do.
It just
Yes.
sounds fantastic.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I
thank
like
you so
that
much.
song. That's nice.
It's funny because that's probably like most of the music you mentioned, like kind of uplifting beats and stuff. I really try to have
It's
stuff
beautiful.
that's more happy, more uplifting, more like on a positive note. That's probably the only
Right.
sad breakup type song I have.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a story. I wasn't going through a breakup or anything. It was just we co-wrote it and the guy came up with the idea and then I just had some melody ideas and we just collaborated and there it was.
And that goes to show you, in the studio tracks you heard, there's a lot of things layered in there, as you said, different instrumentalists, different drum sounds and things, and a lot of vocal harmonies. But man, doing it just you and the acoustic, it sounds just as great.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I love that sound, man. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Really
Thank
good.
you.
Really good.
Let's see what the Back to the Future sounds say.
Hey, keep rolling there.
I like it. Keep rolling. Now, I know, Steve, you don't have a ton of original material to jam out for us tonight, but we thought we might be able to convince you to do a cover or two if you're up for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Are we taking requests from the peanut gallery over here? What does Denyce say?
No, definitely attempt.
I don't know. You could do anything or any music or.
What era should they focus on, Steve?
I mean, I do a lot of modern stuff, some of the, like classic R&B, soul kind of stuff. I know a random mix of things.
How about Al Green? Any Al Green?
You were thinking the same thing I was.
I unfortunately don't know how to play that on guitar. I play it with my band on keys, but otherwise I would say Let's Stay Together for sure.
I know that tune on guitar as well. I play it busking all the time. I love that song.
How about you surprise us with something? I want you to just do something that you want for a song.
Turn the car around.
Don't listen to what we have to say, because if it were up to us, it'd be everywhere from Cake to Slipknot or something.
Yeah, George, you make a good point.
Yes.
Steve, what's your favorite song to play?
It varies from, I gotta say, because I do such a mix of stuff, depends on the mood. I was gonna say, if you said Al Green, I couldn't do that. I could do either some Bill Withers or Marvin Gaye.
How about some Marvin Gaye?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
How about What's Going On?
Oh,
There you
that'd
go.
be fantastic.
Oh, mother, there's too many of you crying. Oh, brother, there's far too many of you dying. Got to find a way to bring some loving with the day. I said, Father, there's no need to escalate. War is not the answer. It's only love can conquer hate. We've got to find a way to bring some loving with the day. I said, picking nights, I will picking sides. Don't punish me with brutality. Just talk to me so that you can see. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Oh, what's going on? I said, mother, everybody thinks we're wrong. But who are they to judge us? Simply cause our air is long. We've got to find a way to bring some understanding with the day. I said, biggest nights, or with biggest sides. Don't punish me with brutality. And just talk to me so that you can see what's going on. Yeah, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. I'd like to
I
apologize
know
for my
that
guitar
one.
being
Yeah.
Good
Good one.
Not a problem. It's awesome.
Nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounded great. I love the Marvin Gaye cover. Fantastic.
Yeah, I've always loved that era of music. There's just so many good tunes.
There's something about Motown, just the energy of that music of that time. It's just so, just feels so good. Such a great vibe.
Definitely.
Well, what do you think? What would be another one of your favorites?
Can you do Otis Redding?
Ooh, Otis.
Ooh, I don't really know.
Sitting by the dock of the bay? Or...
I wish I could say yes to that. Unfortunately not, though.
Just thought that would be awesome for you.
Might be a good tune to look into. My one buddy, he actually performs out on the area. Phenomenal guitarist, Michael DeSanto. He does a killer version of that. So it's probably better if you've ever heard him. I won't do it justice in comparison. So maybe something newer. How about a little Gnarls Barkley?
I'm down with that.
Nice.
Totally okay with that.
Yeah.
I remember when I lost my mind. But there was something so pleasant about that day. That even your emotions had an echo, so much space. But when you're out there, without care, but I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know, no. I just knew too much. Well, I must be crazy. Damn, I'm so crazy. Well, I must be crazy. What about a Well, I think you were having time of your life. Oh, think twice. That's my own divide. Come on now, who do you think you are? Oh, bless your soul. You really think that you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. You must be crazy. Oh, yes, I'm so crazy. Quite possibly. Our heroes and our heart to live their lives out only. All that I remember still, I wanna be like that. Well, ever since I was little, it looked like fun. When it's no coincidence I've done. I can die when I'm done. But we are so crazy. Yes, we are crazy. We are so crazy. Quite possibly. Oh. Oh,
Yeah, that's my favorite one right there. Oh yeah,
Good job.
I
Awesome.
love that
I
one.
definitely saw some heads bopping over there.
Yeah, that.
Very good.
I haven't heard that song in a long time. It's been a while. Oh, I
Thanks.
love that.
Like I said, when we try to pick covers with the band, I mean, we definitely try to be more of a dance band. We try to keep stuff that's definitely familiar, but hits a wide range of ages. I mean, we just did a show this past Friday at the Lodge, which was a really cool experience, great spot, and just and then on Saturday we did the Delaware, and just the different crowds at the different venues, you really have to be able to adapt. So you want to just do a wide mix and try to stuff that just raises the energy, Acoustic is very easy to do, like the kind of sad, slow stuff. But even there, it's weird doing solo acoustic or songs like this. When I usually perform out, I actually use a looper pedal and I'll beatbox a beat behind it, and then I have it'll take vocal harmonies off the guitar chord that I'm playing. So it even kind of just keeps it full, and
that's cool.
It's really just a fun toy.
Nice.
But
Yeah,
it's,
right.
It's cool. There's even like an auto tune I was just playing with the other day, just for like one of the. I think we do an Usher song. I was doing something. But,
oh, that's cool as hell.
Oh, I like that song.
Nice,
Oh, it's
nice.
a very good song.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Very cool
I
stuff,
can't take
Steve.
credit for the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was performed very well.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Where can the people go to find out more about you, sir?
You can check out stevebalesteri.com or of course Facebook and Twitter. Facebook.com/Steve Balesteri or Twitter.com/Steve Balesteri.
Very cool. Very cool.
And if you Google, it should come up. If you Google something close, guessing on the spelling, it should definitely come up. So.
I hate to follow up some great music with a terrible song like this, but unfortunately it is time.
Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
Let's play board, it's game day. We want strikeouts, base hits, double plays.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Scott Stapp Infection. Every week we here on the Noah's Ark Show, we pour over the headlines to bring to you the most important, most disgusting, most litigious headlines that we can find. Of all of the musicians out there, what are they up to? Who have they sued? Who are they being sued by? Who's died? Who's alive? Who's cut their own dick off?
And tried to jump off a building.
That's right, it is Scott Stapp Championship Infection season. That means, of course, that we will award the winner of the Scott Stapp Infection tonight a point level. They will be entered into the Scott Stapp Championship Series, whereby they can be our annual Scott Stapp champion. Previous winners include Amy Winehouse, Michael Jackson, and who was it last year, George? Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whitney Houston.
Whitney
Yeah,
Houston.
that's right.
Yep.
The
Yep.
Hughes
This year, Andre Johnson, clearly the front runner.
by a mile.
Christ bearer, the man that cut his own dick off.
And then jumped off a 2-story building.
That's right.
And lived.
I know, yeah.
And who was talking about that Magic Johnson that has AIDS? Remember, did you hear about that story?
Donald Sterling.
Yeah.
He's got the AIDS.
AIDS, yeah.
Yeah, Donald Sterling not in the Stapp Infection tonight.
Oh,
But yes, he
you're
is
just-
making headlines.
I was watching Chelsea late at night last night. Oh, yeah.
I have a direct quote
Chewy.
from
We get
Donald
Chewy
Sterling.
down here.
Here's the direct quote. He's got AIDS!
No, it's just HIV.
He's just yelling at Anderson
Positive.
Cooper. He's just yelling at Anderson Cooper. AIDS! AIDS! What's he done, Big Magic Johnson? What has he done? He's got AIDS!
He calls it the AIDS.
Yeah, he's got the AIDS!
He has to put the in front of it like it's one of those shitty bands from years ago, like The Fray and The Killers and The AIDS.
He's already got a lifetime ban from the NBA, $2.5 million fine 2 weeks ago.
Oh, he don't give a
and
shit.
it just continues to get worse.
Just keeps telling.
Oh, he don't care.
Getting worse and worse.
He's 81 years old. He doesn't give
Right.
a flying rat's ass about any of that.
His family members are like, he has dementia. We don't know what he's saying. Please, believe me, he's not like this.
We don't even associate with him anymore. We're just being nice to him for a part of his money. That's all.
That's right.
Heavy duty, Doc. This is great. Does it run?
If we could go back in time, we'd stop Donald Sterling from talking.
Yeah, right?
We'd
right.
ripped his damn vocal cords
This
out.
is heavy duty, Doc.
They're saying he's just jealous because he didn't get any like Magic Johnson.
That's right, Scott. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I don't get that kind of ass.
Yeah, see?
But then again, I'm not a basketball player, and
Yeah.
Lord only knows I don't have a baby's arm holding an apple.
A boy can dream.
Oh yeah, I do usually, but it doesn't end well.
All right, we begin with British boy band Take That. They're in trouble with the tax authorities apparently there in the UK. Members of the British boy band face having to pay back tens of millions of pounds after a UK tribunal ruled they and others took part in a mass-scale tax avoidance scheme.
A scheme?
A scheme.
Do you really think they had the mental capacity to pull off a scheme?
They've been scheming to hide the monies.
Maybe it was just plain stupidity.
A judge has ruled that Gary Barlow, Howard Donald, Mark Owen, and manager Jonathan Wilde plugged millions of dollars into a music industry investment vehicle that turned out to be an illicit tax shelter. Apparently, other members of the band, Robbie Williams, Jason Orange, not involved. They didn't know about it. They were not on the in.
That's because they were more successful than the other three schmucks.
But the Take That members implicated poured $111 million into two dubious partnerships set up by a company called Icebreaker Management. It's claimed they were able to avoid tax on about $106 million from tours and CD sales, and they could be forced to pay back up to $33 million, plus fines, plus interest.
It's like Alex Baldwin going on the wrong side of the road.
I imagine Take That in tax court.
Got in court.
Tax court in England, they still wear like the old wigs and everything. You know what I mean? And it's real old school. So here's a direct quote. Judge Colin Bishop said, Icebreaker is and was known and understood by all concerned to be a tax avoidance scheme. That's what I imagine a 16th century judge in England sounds like.
Don't you think it's kind of weird that the name of the group is Take That? Once they go to jail, they're going to be taking that?
Right.
And a lot of that.
The aim of this, the judge continued, was to secure relief for members and to inflate the scale of the relief by unnecessary borrowings.
You make it sound scarier in that voice.
Yes, imagine how scary it was for them.
I'm kind of worried now.
Psychotic.
I'm hoping I paid all my taxes now.
You should
Jesus.
be. You know what they call the IRS in the UK? Inland Revenue.
Oh, that sounds official.
Inland Revenue.
Very, very official.
Her Majesty's Inland Revenue. It comes in and never goes out.
Sounds like me.
All right. Video footage has reportedly surfaced of Jay-Z being physically attacked by his wife Beyonce's sister Solange Knowles.
Ooh, that was a tech one.
In an elevator at the Standard Hotel in New York following the Met Gala last Monday night. According to TMZ, Solange attacked Jay-Z in an elevator at the Standard that also contained Beyonce and a large man who appears to be a bodyguard in the video. It's a surveillance video obtained by TMZ. It shows the woman believed to be Solange entering the elevator and immediately confronting the man believed to be Jay-Z when he strolls in behind her. A few seconds go by, then she starts to shove Jay-Z. She gets restrained by the bodyguard. She tries to kick the bodyguard. The Jay-Z man believed to be Jay-Z says something but does not attempt to retaliate any physical altercation with her. And then Beyonce apparently is standing there the whole time just ignoring the whole thing going on.
Yeah, because she's too important to worry about shit like that. You know, all right, here's my take on it. First of all, I think solar power, whatever the fuck you want to call her.
Solange.
Yeah, whatever you want to call her. I think her and Chris Brown would make a great couple.
There you go.
And now here I am. I do not in any way, shape, or form advocate violence against women, but I'd have kicked her right in the baby maker. I'd have kicked her right in the snooch.
It's harsh.
Oh, dude, no. I'm sorry. She's related to Beyonce. I'd have kicked them both in there. You know, I don't care. I just don't got any love for them. Sorry for me. being like this, but it's just my opinion for now. Otherwise, never touch a woman, never hit a woman. Just run.
Just take her on the teeter-totter.
Just run. Just fucking run. That's all I can advocate and I can't do that because I can't
Spin her
run.
legs around.
I can't run.
All right, a couple of quickies here, and then I'm going to go around the room and ask for a one-word summary of your reaction to the story.
Oh, shit.
Ready? First up, we talk Joan Jett. Joan Jett has settled a lawsuit against a major retailer, Hot Topic, for use of her Black Heart logo in the company's lingerie line. We start with Kyle, too. Go.
Sick. I don't know.
Denyce.
Love, sick.
George.
Boobs.
Steve.
Was there more to the story? I feel like there should have been more to the story.
That's the whole story. You fill in the blanks.
Let's see. Lawsuit. That's it.
See, this is like a Rorschach test. It's like, you just
It
the
is.
first thing that
This
comes
is
to your
tough.
mind.
That's right, just the first thing,
comes to
whatever
your
jumps
mind?
right in there. Well, let's try again. Next story. Feminist punk icon Kathleen Hanna is doing her best to recover from a nasty bout with Lyme disease. But, in hopes of recovery, along with our host Joe, who we hope is resting well at home, that means canceling. She has to cancel a slew of North American and European tour dates this summer. Kyle, 2, go.
Euro trash.
Denyce.
Sickling.
And George.
Boobs.
And Steve.
Okay, this is 2 words, but there's a hyphen. Ticked off.
That's a good one.
Lush.
That's awesome. That was actually
There's
really
a
that
guile.
was a great
I should
pun.
have said lush.
That was so fucking good.
I got my camera in front of me, so I'm inspired.
Gets
That
it.
is so cool. He understands. He knows what's up. Nice.
Okay, now American Idol singer Clay Aiken. Congratulations and hats off to him. He has won what was a hotly contested Democratic primary for a North Carolina congressional seat, according to the final vote count posted Tuesday. I should point out, however, this vote count was posted just one day after the quote-unquote accidental death of his closest rival.
Oh, yes.
That's right. Congratulations, Clay Aiken. We love Clay Aiken here at All Western New York Radio. He will face Republican incumbent Renee Elmers in November in the GOP-leaning district.
So, wait a minute. So, you mean he finally killed Ruben Studdard?
Oh, we should...
Accidental, right?
Yes,
Okay.
second place finisher in this contest, Keith Crisco, 71 years old.
Crisco.
That's right, the Crisco man. He died after falling at his home. That's why you don't grease the ladder with Crisco.
No butter on the floor.
Now, I'm not saying that Clay Aiken, quote-unquote, murdered Keith Crisco by slathering Crisco on his ladder. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that if Clay Aiken is a murderous maniac out on a rampage, that we have always supported him here at All Western New York Radio. We've supported his campaign this whole time. I'm fully behind Clay Aiken. I was fully behind Clay Aiken for American Idol, even though I've never watched that show. I'm still fully behind him, and I think he should win, and still should win. And I'm going to vote for him tomorrow. And I just don't want just Clay Aiken. Please don't come here and kill me.
No, Noah. Now, are you sure you want to be fully behind him, or would you rather him fully behind you?
Either way, we're great. Either way, as long as he doesn't have any Crisco
Or a knife.
or a knife,
Or a kniff, one of them bad things that could kill you.
we're good.
Yep.
We're straight. We'll
Oh,
get it done.
He's not, but we are.
But we're good.
Yes, we are.
Whatever it is, he's not going to murder us.
It's all good.
That's all that matters.
As long as he doesn't kill me, dude, I'll vote for him too. I don't care. I've got self-interest here. I'm trying to live.
Vote Clay Aiken
Yes.
or die.
Yes.
Hey, what is that song? The song he sang? I forget what it was. A popular song. Like
I love that song.
I know. I'm trying to
the
figure.
song. Wow.
Jeopardy thing.
Love it. Right, it's right in the tip
I know
of
it's
my
my
tongue.
yeah.
Invisible or invisible?
Yeah, visible. That's it.
There.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
invisible. He killed the dude without him knowing. He
See?
snuck up behind him and ninja.
See? Then you're invisible.
Yeah.
Visible man. He's a visible
he was
man.
giving away his
Yeah.
murder method. That's the whole thing.
I think you visible mouth.
That's fucking awesome.
we
The
should
man's a
start-
genius.
People should start doing that in politics. Just whack your competition.
There you go.
Kyle 2.
Just eliminate.
Kyle 2, beware what you say.
Uh-oh.
Kyle 2 is now available to consult on your political campaign.
If you need anybody whacked off,
Vote for Kyle 2.
He will whack off anybody who, as long as you pay him enough, he'll whack off anybody.
he'll whack off.
I've got a connection.
He can whack a guy. He can off a guy. He can whack off a guy because he's that weird.
All right, a consistent performer here on the Staff Affection. Rapper Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane pled guilty on Tuesday to a federal firearms charge in Atlanta. The 34-year-old, whose real name is Radrick Davis, pleaded guilty Tuesday to a charge of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon after reaching an agreement with prosecutors. The charge he pleaded guilty to carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in jail and a fine of up to $250,000.
Yikes.
Dang.
Prosecutors recommended, however, that he be sentenced to serve 3 years and 3 months federal prison. One-word summary, Kyle 2, go!
Sucks.
Denyce.
Lush.
George.
Boobs.
Steve.
You ask me the first thing that's coming up in my head. I'm going to tell you every time.
Visible.
Yes.
Inside George's brain at any given moment is just a juggling
jiggling boobs.
That's
There you go.
I'm just flabbergasted. Everything.
My
bewildered, maybe.
I'm gassed or flabbered.
Now that I've got less boobs on the brain, my one-word answer will be lenient. There we go.
All right.
That's but I still go with boobs.
Fireball.
Boobs.
Fireball.
No. No boobs should be fired.
Casey Kasem has gone missing. Yes, Casey Kasem.
No!
Where's Casey Kasem? That's the big question. A judge on Monday actually ordered an investigation into the whereabouts of Casey Kasem after an attorney for the ailing radio personality's wife said the former Top 40 host had been removed from the country. Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Daniel S. Murphy ordered a court investigator and Adult Protective Services to find out where Kasem is being treated and report back to the court. Casey Kasem, very old. He's 82 now. He suffers from Parkinson's disease. He can no longer speak. Very sad. He's been in various medical facilities chosen by his wife, Jean Kasem.
Man, I grew up listening to that dude. I mean,
I remember.
Shit. I used to love his radio shows on Sunday mornings and stuff like that, man. Those were the days, you know.
Well, now Casey Kasem's children have complained that they've been unable to see their father in accordance with an agreement with their stepmother. Daughter Carrie Kasem. A lot of alliterative names here.
A lot of KKKKK.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Go with the
Sorry,
KK.
I didn't mean that.
Casey Kasem's daughter, Carrie Kasem, sought a temporary conservatorship, was appointed her father's temporary caretaker on Monday. Her attorney, Troy Martin, said the family believes the entertainer has been taken to an Indian reservation in Washington State.
What the fuck?
We're taking him to the res. I know a guy. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but he's got advanced Parkinson's.
No, we can heal
Nope. Peyote cures all, brother.
Oh, God.
What we need is for Casey Kasem right now to go find his spirit animal. You know what I'm saying?
His spirit animal just happens to be a sloth.
We're going to have him fast for 4 days. If he survives, we're going to feed him a shitload of peyote.
Yeah, we're going to feed him a shopping bag full.
6 months later, he'll emerge from the wild a new man, and he'll start hosting Top 40 again.
And his third eye will be squeegeed quite cleanly. Oh, my God. I can just see it now. Jesus. Anyways, do we have to give a one-word answer?
Sure. Go, George.
Boobs.
Steve.
Just sad.
Denyce.
Wild man.
And Kyle 2.
Antique.
Antique.
All right.
Da-da-da.
Have any of you guys heard of Nash the Slash?
Sounds like a wrestler.
Yeah, that does sound like a wrestler. Yeah.
He was music's version of a professional wrestler, kind of like the Freak. He reminds me
Oh,
of.
the Freak. All right.
Nash the Slash was an experimental rock musician from Canada. He wrapped his head in gauze bandages and he wore sunglasses, a top hat, a bow tie, and a tuxedo.
I remember. Okay, I remember seeing a picture of that guy.
He was a legendary Canadian musician, independent musician throughout his career, who just made the craziest fucking music that you've ever heard. Let's get a little Nash the Slash going here in the background. There we go. There's Nash the Slash.
Yeah.
His real name was Jeff Pluman, although we tried to hide that for many, many years. That was his real name, and he was a multi-instrumentalist who toured with Gary Newman, Iggy Pop, opened for The Who, opened for The Police. Came out of the Toronto scene in 1975 and joined the progressive rock group FM in 1976. He also started a record company. It was called Cutthroat Records, that he basically just released the Nash the Slash music through. He was the first Canadian musician to use a drum machine on an album in 1978. Apparently, at the time, drum machines were outlawed, according to the bylaws of the Toronto Musicians Association. It was illegal to use a drum machine.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Damn. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah, me either.
That's pretty incredible.
He made an album called Decomposing, which was reviewed in Playboy magazine. He worked in film and television, did just an incredible career of a ton of crazy gigs and weird music that sounded like this. A noise experimental pioneer slash the Nash.
Nash. Nash the Slash.
He should have gone with Slash the Nash. All those years.
No, because then Clay Aiken would have tried to kill him.
That's true. He'd already be
No
dead.
slashing the Nash.
All right, Nash the Slash.
Yes.
Slash
Well.
and ads.
We no. Can we cut her mic off?
I'm just joking.
Serious.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
ever speak.
No, I'm joking.
Don't speak ill of the genital
Yeah.
region. That's not fair.
Okay.
All right, Justin Bieber in trouble again.
Oh God, no.
He's now being investigated by the LAPD after being accused of committing an attempted robbery.
He sucks so bad he couldn't even complete the robbery. He could just
Right.
commit an attempted.
Okay, apparently this is what went down. It's at a miniature golf and batting cage park in Sherman Oaks, right?
Oh, no.
Bieber's there. He's hanging out, as he probably does most days. But apparently a woman and her daughter noticed it was him. They tried to take a picture with their cell phone. Bieber runs up, grabs the phone, screams at him. The girl starts crying. He runs away with the phone.
Oh, my goodness.
That's the best he could do, apparently.
That's the long and short of what happened. So now we'll go around the room. Kyle, too.
He's gone the way of Britney Spears. I know it's more than one word, but yeah.
Way more than one word.
He's gone in that direction. I have to
He's gone Britney Spears route. That's what you're saying?
He just took all our words.
Britney-ish.
Asswipe.
You know, he's a big Michael Jackson fan, and I think he wants to emulate him in his Stapp glory and someday win the infection. Bieber, you know, you always got to keep an eye on him. One of these years, he will win the championship.
Now,
I think it's yeah.
what about everybody else's one-word response?
Denyce.
Psycho.
Steve.
Expected.
You did, huh?
George.
Douche nozzle.
All right.
For once, I didn't have boobs on the brain.
There you go.
Bieber's the only thing that wipes the slate clean.
It does. like that little son of a bitch. He will take my attention from boobs for like 10 seconds so that I can make a clear and concise thought.
I remember the first time, one of the first times you played him on the show. I remember George like, "Oh, chick," and it's like that's Justin Bieber.
I thought it was a friggin' girl.
You thought it
I'm
was
sorry.
I know.
That's how much I think of the guy. He sounded like a girl.
I believe
See?
your words were. I thought there was a vag involved there. I thought it was a chick.
I thought there was a vag, yeah. Which you know, honestly, there is no evidence to prove against that right now. So for all we know, he could have, you know, mangina.
Mm-hmm.
There you
Probably dancing his heels up behind the doors.
go. I don't, you know, maybe he likes
Never
song
know.
Goodbye Horses.
Yeah.
There you are, yeah.
You fuck me.
Goodbye, horsey.
All right, now a story we've been following. About a month ago, an engineer named Chauncey Mahan was detained by police for allegedly stealing and holding for ransom recordings Jay-Z had made back in 2002 worth $20 million. Jay-Z refused to cooperate, and the police were able to eventually somehow arrest the man. Jay-Z's camp now has said, no harm, no foul. Not going to press charges. Let Chauncey go. We get it.
I think Chauncey has a sex tape of himself and Jay-Z together or something, because there's no friggin' way I'd let the guy off the hook. All right? Unless there's something completely damning to this man. Maybe he's the real father of Blue Ivy, and or something.
There you go.
There could be some really weird stuff.
Or he's the real mother.
Ooh. That's taking a very progressive approach to it.
The whole surrogate thing, that's big.
Cool. That's cool. I'm not gonna bitch about that. But there's no way. There's no way. If you held my work for ransom, there'd be a problem. And yeah.
Right.
There's something going on we don't know about.
All right, I'll tell you what. We have our winner of the staph infection this week, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, you're gonna play the damn song again?
I'm gonna play it again.
Oh shit!
Let's play.
Yes. The first billionaire of hip hop is our winner this week, Dr. Dre.
Oh yeah.
News broke yesterday evening. Apple will acquire Beats Electronics, the company that Dr. Dre owns and co-founded with Interscope boss Jimmy Levine. It will be acquired for $3.2 billion. Dr. Dre said himself, quote, the first billionaire in hip-hop right here from the motherfucking West Coast. Believe it.
Dude, his headphones suck, okay?
Right, it's kind of a surprising deal that Apple would pay this much money for Beats, but it has a certain cachet to it. It fits in with the Apple kind of look. The look and style of Beats is something that they can pick right up with. And on top of that, what Dre did was make a new market out of nowhere for the old school kind of airplane headphones, like the ones we have here in the studio.
Yes.
They've come back and now are very, very popular. This is all thanks to Dr. Dre, and really that's, I think, the cachet that they're paying $3.2 billion for. It just seems like a lot of money to pay for that.
I mean, what the hell? Was Bose busy or something? Were they not picking up the phone? Because, I mean, if I had my choice, I would definitely go Bose all the way. But whatever. It just... I don't get it anymore. Apple, I love Apple products. I really do. I've bought into them.
Now Beats is a part of it.
And I'm gonna have to just buy different headphones next time I buy an Apple product. That's all. I'll opt out.
Now it's questionable whether Dr. Dre will actually be the first billionaire of hip hop. His stake in Beats, when you get into the numbers, is estimated to be about 20 to 25%. So if it's $3.2 billion for the whole company, his take is somewhere around $640 million to $800 million before taxes.
Well,
but he's got about $550 million last year in other income, album sales and publishing royalties and things like that. So he might be close. If he can pull this off, he might be close to a net worth of $1 billion.
I was going to say he's got to be really close to that number right now.
He just wants to surpass P. Diddy, Got to get by P. Diddy.
I think everybody wants to surpass that idiot. Just people don't want him around. I think I'm actually thinking about hiring Clay Aiken to kill him.
It comes cheap.
Yeah. That's what I've heard.
Sorry!
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Oh, the Muppet soundboard is just fantastic.
Thank you. Love you. Mwah. Love you. Oh, Kermit, I am so embarrassed. I forgot everything out there.
That's awesome.
Oh, what happened to Piggy?
Piggy right here. That's a great sound clip right there. There's some Dr. Teeth on here.
Gray skies are bound to clear up. Put on a happy face. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw this meme on Facebook not too long ago, and it showed the front of, I think it's a restaurant, And it's on the front awning. It says "In the Bert," and then above that was a picture of the Swedish chef going "Vert die Furk." You're naming you're in an offhand way. You're naming your restaurant "In the Butt." So right there, I'm really apt not to want to eat there, because I'm kind of wondering exactly where you're going to be intaking your food.
I have to say, since you mention it, that I am a person of Swedish ancestry, and I've often thought that the Swedish chef is very racist.
Really?
But at the same time, how have we not played any Swedish chef yet?
It's very bird, the egg to chef. Egg to chef. It's very the more, it's very the egg.
Hey, what happened?
Noah, if you got a tattoo of the Swedish chef on you, I would fucking kiss you on the mouth.
Uh-oh.
I would.
Oh, good
It
God.
reminds me of Family Guy. Get some pee on my do.
Oh, Jesus.
Mommy, Mama.
Oh, dude, the Swedish chef is the best. Oh, and Beaker. Beaker's my other favorite. He's just so much fun. They there was a meme that I posted yesterday. It has Beaker on it, and it says, "I went to a disco the other night. They played the twist, so I did the twist. They played jump, so I jumped. They played Come On Eileen. I got kicked out for that." I thought that was great.
I was prepared for that. Somebody told me about it last night.
Yeah, and it was posted. You might have seen it if you were following me. You should be following me,
Uh-oh.
Kyle too.
Is it on Twitter?
No, it's on Facebook.
It's on Facebook.
It's on the Book of Face.
The Book of Face.
The Book of Face. Yes.
Face your book.
Yeah, that's right. That the place where I try not to spend too much time because I don't want to become one of those people.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough of these talking assholes for this moment. Let me shut my own pie hole. Let's play some local music here on the show. What do you say?
Let's do that.
We're going to go back to Simple Circus with a song called Colors. Check it out. Steve Balesteri is our musician of the week here in studio.
The color of my heart. And cruel is the world that keeps us apart. I've been inside of your arms, you drive me insane. Oh, oh, if you need me, girl, you know I'll be there. Got you with you. through it all. Grain of the fields on which we lay. Red is the color of my pain. People gather around and listen. A little story I think you might want to hear. The spirits are talking, you know they're talking to me again. Well, they seem to flow right through me. I don't like it here. Yeah. Well, it's all been jaded, overdressed and overrated. It's a lie. So ring the bell, what can I tell you? I've been the same boy as you. Love this revelry through. She wrote it red instead of we've been giving our hearts up here. Come on. Do you know we've been spilling our blood out here? Here's a distance that causes resistance. Sit up to shoot. Oh, this is me. To prove that you're in the right. Oh, please, on your knees, you're out of time. Yeah, and oh, we've been giving our hearts up here. Come on, you know, we've been spilling the blood on your head. Come on, we've been giving our hearts up here. Come on, yeah, the river's rolling red out here. Overdressed and operated, jaded. When we come down to the line, and it takes all I can give. When we're closing out this show, you know something's gonna give. The cards are laying on the table. Which side would you like to choose? eat up. With the poisonous fruit, she just whispered in the wind as I walked by. Come into the light. Oh, we've been stealing the blood. Oh, yeah, come on. Oh, we've been giving our hearts away. Come on. Oh, yeah, yeah. The river's running red. The river's running red out here. The river's running red. The river's running red out here.
Oh, yeah. It's the Noah's Ark Show here on allwesternnewyorkradio.com. Thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. It is 7:30-ish here in lovely and palatial and warm and bountiful, rainy Buffalo, New York. And we love you. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Give us a call if you haven't already, 716-402-4218. That's our phone number.
Now, Noah, there was a Lloyd truck sighting today.
Ooh, Lloyd.
Yes.
They come over to the university area on Thursdays, actually, and we often go over there.
I'm honestly considering like taking off a band practice one of these Thursdays so I could come here and have some Lloyd taco. Because I haven't had one since the last time I had one with you guys.
Oh, Lloyd is so good.
Dude, it's really incredible. Like,
and you know, another thing I keep hearing about is the Larkin Square.
Okay.
With all the food trucks. Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't.
One day of the week. Let me see. I don't know what day of the week
Tuesday
it is.
or something?
Yeah, it's Food Truck Tuesday, I think. All the food trucks from around Buffalo all go down to Larkin Square, and they get 30 or 40 of them all lined up. All the different food trucks. Oh, we've got to go, man.
I think so. I'm down, dude. And
we'll just do a food truck buffet.
I would kill for that. And you know what else is going up in the Larkin Square? The Flying Bison Brewery.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Flying Bison is moving in.
Dude.
That's going to be great, too.
I'm not kidding you, man. I went for a tour twice of their brewery in Black Rock, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And they let you try samples of the beer and everything. And I'll tell you, I'm not really a beer drinker, but seriously, they put out some great product over there.
Absolutely.
So I think when they open up again over there, I think you and me ought to just go there and drink. I'd love to just drink some beer there.
Hey, you know what? All I need is an excuse, my friend. We're going.
Well, then you and I will have one as soon as they're open, man. I'm down. I think because Larkin seems to be like, making a big, a big play to be a cool hangout place now.
Yeah, they're doing a bunch of local music over there too. They get bands over there, and very cool stuff. Very cool.
I'm definitely I'm starting to get more and more enamored with the place, and the thing is, like, I don't live too far from there, so I mean, soon I'm not going to be living I'm going to be living kind of far away from there, but
right.
But it's still it's a nice place, and they've done a lot of good things with it. It's a really nice part of town again,
Yeah, good facility. Come on back, guys.
Come on and sit down with us.
Denyce, Steve, we're talking.
Yeah,
everybody's having a good time. We're hanging out.
Yeah, we've got just random stuff hanging around.
Just random cables all over. Just dive in them.
All of a sudden, I'm taller because the microphone was way lower than it seemed to be before.
Things change quickly.
Also, it's like a Harry Potter movie in here. The more you struggle, the more the cords wrap around you and suffocate you.
They take over.
Just don't struggle, and then you just fall through.
So we were Noah and myself were talking about the Larkin part of Buffalo now.
Oh yeah.
And how it's starting to become a really cool hangout place, and how they're doing food truck Tuesdays, and the Flying Bison Brewery is being built there.
Right.
And, it seems to be a really between that and the new Outer Harbor as like a new concert venue and everything, I'm starting to get a lot. I'm starting to have a lot more faith in the rejuvenation of the downtown and surrounding downtown areas of Buffalo.
You know, there's a lot going in downtown. Canal Side is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I love everything they've put in down there. They went with the whole faster, cheaper, lighter, idea, and it really paid off down there. And now Hockey Heaven's going in.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of the Canal Side construction is finally wrapping up, although it's been long delayed. Of course, everybody expects that in Buffalo,
They
so
said,
no big deal.
A hotel just opened, I think, yesterday or today, the Marriott. in the
Yep.
Donovan
Hotel in the Donovan Building is open now.
Marriott.
Donovan Building is gorgeous, too. I used to ride the train by there every day and see the progress of the construction and see actually saw the Bethlehem steel beams at the core of that building. When they completely gutted it and stripped it down,
Oh my
you
God.
just see the steel beams with Bethlehem steel stamped on there. It's kind of a cool feeling. It's like that they're redoing that building rather than tear it down. There's a new cool building in downtown Buffalo, and at the heart of it, Bethlehem steel.
That's cool. That's
You got
really
another
cool.
company that left us, right? Bethlehem went down to.
Yeah, but I mean, bad things can happen, but I see a lot
Debbie
of good
Downer.
things. Yeah, stop doing that. Stop doing that.
No, there's so much cool stuff happening down there, and even in the Chippewa area, there's that new place, the Lodge, is a really
Yeah.
cool spot, and this place I'm playing on Friday, District.
Yeah.
And there's just all these. I feel like what happened is kind of people our age, around late 20s, 30ish. We used to go to Chippewa when we were 21, and now we're older, and we're like, we still want to go there. So we kind of changed the vibe of the venues a little bit.
Mhm.
Made these like sort of trendy, like good restaurants, just cool vibes. Let's go for a cocktail, and it's just it's really nice to see what's happening, slowly
Yeah.
but surely.
And plus, there's also talk of renovations being done to Coca-Cola Field, which I'm all for because I love going to Bison's games and just hanging out. I'll usually get like upper deck tickets and just kick my feet up, enjoy a nice day at the park, and that's good news. I definitely like there to be more interest in the sports teams like the Bisons, like the Bandits, teams that actually do well.
Yeah, the Bandits actually win championships for
Yes.
Buffalo. Nobody notices.
And they're actually I believe they're in the playoffs right now. They won last week against Rochester, and I believe they're playing next week in Buffalo again. Which, if you wanna go to a good time and have a really good time with a bunch of great people, you go to a Bison's game, or a Bandits game, because it's like a big party and everybody there is just really cool. Everybody's really cordial and nice, and everybody's there to just have a good time and watch it. And the game itself is amazing. But I don't really watch too many sports, but when I do, it's either I'll go to a Bison's game or I'll go to a Bandits game, and and for your money, you can't go wrong. $30 gets you the best seats in the house. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So,
all right, Alec Baldwin making headlines. Have you guys heard about this?
I think I'm about to.
I think I mentioned that one.
Apparently, Alec Baldwin is riding his bicycle the wrong way down a street in New York, okay? Police stop him, and they ask for identification because they're going to give him a summons. What does Alec Baldwin do? What would you do if you were Alec Baldwin? The police, wrong way down the street. I own this fucking town.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you son of a bitch. He just starts screaming at the police using profanity.
Wow.
So they took him in.
Noah, did you notice when you just started being mean like that?
Yeah.
The thunder started?
Thunder.
Nature's after you now for being mean.
I told you I have the Swedish ancestry. I'm like Thor with the bolt of lightning.
Great.
Yeah, maybe keep a respectable distance from the microphone so we don't get electrocuted up here. Be careful with any excess.
Fuck that. I want to see something happen to me. Let's do this.
I think we're screwed up here.
Don't touch any excess spittle on there.
Never Home Alone?
Don't touch anything metal. Yeah, trust me, this isn't going to go down like Home Alone.
No, this is going to be a lot more painful.
I don't know if you ever realized this, but the things that happen in Home Alone are highly improbable to happen without someone dying a painful death. Like the first thing that he does them in the first movie would have killed them. Wow. They would have been killed 187 times throughout those movies.
Oh, easily.
Now they'll take a shock from a microphone with a little excess spittle and just get up and laugh it off. Okay, where do we finally get the iron to the face?
Yeah.
No, not us. Our hearts will stop and we will die tragically here, live on the air. Of course, we won't be live anymore because the fucking power's gone.
We'll be live, we'll be dead. But here's the thing, Noah. I think okay. Here, see how I'm stuttering over my own words. I believe I am immortal, so I don't think that this will kill me. So I don't care. Let's bring this. Let's do this. There can be only one. I am a fucking Highlander. All right. I've done enough shit in this life that should have killed me enough times.
Let's go.
Yes. Yes. Boom.
Booms.
Let's bring in a defibrillator next week.
Alec Baldwin, same kind of guy, same ilk.
He's just an asswipe.
Sex party.
Did he use?
After his arrest, he took to Twitter. What did Alec Baldwin say to the world? And I quote, New York City is a mismanaged carnival of stupidity that is desperate for revenue and anxious to criminalize behavior once thought benign. He also said in a following tweet, I am super smart. I didn't use a thesaurus once, composing that edifying tweet.
He is a putz. All right? He's just a fucking putz.
Did he use a slur this time?
I think he was able to. Okay, yeah. I don't trust him on a bike. I don't trust him using social media. I really think they should take away his phone and any other ways that he can get into social media.
Jeez, George, right off the deep end, my friend. Send him to Guantanamo next?
Yeah, can we?
Guantanamo Bay.
Can we? I was thinking more along the lines of cutting off his thumbs.
Wow.
Let's see him fucking tweet then.
Well, at least then he could still do commercials for Wegmans. I'm Alec Baldwin. Remember when I had thumbs? Come to Wegmans. My mom loves it here.
Their thumbs make me forget that I have no thumbs.
I keep telling her it's all poison, but she won't shut up about it. So I'm doing another thumbless commercial for Wegmans.
He still has to prove
Go to the meat department.
He has to prove that he's better than his brothers.
Deli.
That's all. That's all. He wants to show
Finger sandwich.
He wants to show his talentless brothers that he's better. Even though
Alec Baldwin could be president. He's a just shining example of paramount human being.
I think
the only person that could potentially beat him in an election, Clay Aiken.
Hand thumbs down.
Well, he beat that.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down. I actually think Daniel Baldwin is better.
But what about Stephen Baldwin? Remember Biodome?
Nah, he sucked.
Biodome.
Yeah, I love that one.
That's my shit.
Yeah,
Hey,
I have that DVD.
Harvey
too.
Shore. Oh, you gotta get the Blu-ray with the bonus features, the expanded bonus pack, Biodome.
Here's what I have to say about Daniel. Here's what I'm going to say in Daniel Baldwin's defense. John Carpenter's Vampires. That's all I have. That's all I need. I win this argument right there. Your argument is invalid. He was in the coolest vampire movie ever with James fucking Woods. James Woods, everybody. The man, the myth, the Family Guy, fucking regular.
That's the one about
James.
crispy critters?
No, that's got the dude from Karate Kid 3 as the head vampire, and James Woods just shit talks the whole movie.
Yeah, he calls them crispy critters.
I don't know what he calls. Whatever he.
The sun turns them into crispy critters.
I'm glad you remember that part.
I have no idea. That just came to my mind. See, it's like a Rorschach test. Something's just come out.
I swear, I love that. Anybody that hasn't watched that movie yet, I really recommend it. Just because it is James Woods at his finest. All right, he just, this man at one point is getting the piss beat out of him by vampires and shit. And he's still talking shit at him. He doesn't care. He's tied up. They're about to drink his blood and shit, and he's still spitting in their face and talking shit. And like, dude, this guy's got holy shit. He needs a wheelbarrow to carry the balls that he has in his pants. Holy shit, it's incredible. Anyways, I've gone off on a tangent. I'm sorry. Continue, Noah.
I liked it. Let's go with that. Let's go with the big balls in the pants.
Big balls. He has to have a specially fitted pair of pants for the balls of his magnitude. James Woods is one of my friggin' heroes.
Speaking of movies, how about Breakfast Club?
Oh, I don't watch that stuff.
You don't need to see that?
No. No, I can't.
In the 80s when I
80s.
was like 10.
The last movie
16 Candles.
the last movie I watched was Sex Drive.
Sex Drive.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
That is such a funny movie.
How about Teen Wolf?
The first one was
and
good.
two.
The
Yeah,
first
yeah.
one was good.
Yeah.
I've got the first one on DVD.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
I think Michael J. Fox pretty much made my 80s.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I kind of feel bad for him. You know, the way he has the Parkinson. But he's going through it. He's good.
He's a trooper.
Yes, he is.
He still does what he's
Yeah,
got to do.
he is. Yeah.
I can't feel bad for him because he's still, he doesn't feel bad for himself. So I should.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly. He's
a tough guy,
yeah.
and I give him all the credit in the world.
Exactly. Yep.
And I hope there is another Back to the Future.
You know, I hope so too. Yep.
Yep. Everybody's still alive for the most part.
Yeah, exactly. They need it.
Better get Christopher Lloyd while you can.
Exactly.
He's not going to be.
I know, it's not going to be longer.
He's got
It's
one
longer.
foot in the grave and the other on a banana.
Yeah, exactly.
Just don't remake it with one of Will Smith's kids.
No.
If that
Oh,
happens,
man,
dude,
forget that.
I'm going to kick
That
a
would-
puppy.
Mm-mm.
I promise you.
If
That'll
you
be
remake the Back to the Future franchise with either one of Will Smith's kids or the $1 Million Baby, we're going to have big problems.
Yes.
That was a fucking travesty what they did to the Karate Kid. I'm
Absolutely.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I loved the original 3. I didn't like the 4th one with Hilary Swank.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't-
That one went nowhere. It was just boring.
Yeah.
Well, when you can't get Ralph Macchio, you just don't do another Karate Kid.
That's right.
You don't continue without him. All right. And
Everybody loved the Crane. Everybody likes the Crane, right?
everybody liked Ralph Macchio. That man was cool.
Mr. Miyagi.
Miyagi. Yeah, I was thinking about
And on
him.
top of all that, Ralph Macchio,
Daniel-san.
when he did the first Karate Kid, he was already like 26 years old. He only looked like he was 12.
He was playing a teenager, yeah.
Shit. The guy ages wonderfully.
I know.
And he has large, bulging testicles.
Extremely bulbous testes. Oh my God! Look at that. That's he's not carrying 2 Voigt basketballs in his pants. Those are testicles.
What do we do, Daniel-san?
Daniel-san.
I just hit him with my nuts.
Oh,
Mr.
looking
Miyagi.
eye. Looking eye.
Whack on, whack off.
Yeah, well, sand the floor.
I heard some Mr. Miyagi singing.
Daniel-san.
Must use focus.
Here's Mr. Miyagi.
On, wax off, breathe in, breathe out, wax on, wax off.
My favorite Mr. Miyagi was when he was fucking drunk. When he was
Oh, yeah,
drunk
that's great
off
when he
his
gets
ass.
hammered.
Oh, he's a trip.
Was that the second one, or was that in both?
That was the
second
first one.
Second.
First one, he was definitely drunk off.
Oh, yeah.
You know any tricks, kid?
Excuse me, please. Boy code must leave. Kindly remove bottle.
Oh, that's right. He was drinking sake in Japan when they went back to Japan in the second movie.
Yeah, the second one.
But in the first one, he just found any old hooch and partook.
After his bonsai tree.
Yes.
His bonsai tree took preference.
Rest in peace, Pat.
Miyagi,
We love
we
you.
must fight. We're gonna fight till the end.
Either you karate do yes, or karate do no. You karate do gesso.
Yes.
Always
like
look
me.
in eye.
Baddest part of that whole movie, he
Love
honked that
it.
motherfucker's nose.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, that was great.
That's right,
I
man.
know.
Kick his
Yeah.
Just show him up. That's all.
Let him go.
Big fan of Pat Morita. I missed the man.
I know, me too.
He was
me
so
too.
damn cool. And no, Jackie Chan was not a good Mr. Miyagi.
No, I agree
He
with
was
you on that.
completely different.
Damn straight, he ruined it.
Yeah. Now, Bruce Lee, I like Bruce
Lesson
Lee.
not just karate only. Lesson for whole life.
It's a lesson for your whole life.
Whole life.
I know Karate Kid has been a big part of my life. Karate do yes, karate do no. I think about that every day.
That's right. It's some words to live by.
Right.
Words to live by.
Karate do gesso. That's what I do. I pick the karate gesso.
That was great.
I'm on the fence.
Mr. Miyagi makes it sound like it's not great, but it's really great.
It's friggin' awesome. Oh man. There's you Lloyd Taco do or Lloyd Taco don't.
Always do.
Yes, always. If it's
There's a choice.
oh yeah, hell yeah. When it comes to Lloyd Taco, you don't say no.
Is Lloyd Taco the one right here, right on Main Street here? That one time.
It's a food truck.
The food truck you
Yeah,
guys
it's the
went
green
to, and
food
then
truck.
you all came back here and ate it. And then
Mhm.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, they are phenomenal.
Lloyd.
Really?
Oh, if you want like fresh, authentic tacos and everything like that, that is the place. And yeah,
George.
yes.
This sounds like a live read commercial. We've got set up right now.
There we go.
You think we should? You think you want to do it?
I think we're gonna have to.
Do it.
You gotta find some music for me though. This is our Lloyd Taco music.
Hey folks, no Goki in the house right now. 'Cause you know what? Sometimes I'm on the run, I'm out on the road, and I'm looking for that place to go to get a good snack.
And fuck running for the border.
Fuck that border shit. I fuck with those border guards enough, and they're all bitches. No, instead I just go to Lloyd.
Lloyd Taco.
Lloyd Taco Truck. Well, it's out there right now. It's looking for you.
They're waiting for you.
Yeah, they got the GPS, and they've got your address. They're gonna find you.
They know where you are.
It's mobile, bitches. It's mobile tacos.
They come to you.
They come to you, and you come to them.
You gotta know what you're doing when you're ordering Lloyd, though. If you fuck up, they will kill you.
No soup for you. You get the fuck out of line.
That's right.
You figure that shit out till you know what's going on, and you come back and you order an Aztec brownie like you a player.
And when they have the big Lloyd, you eat the big Lloyd.
You never turn down a big Lloyd. In a taco? What are you, idiot?
Fucking asshole.
You get a burrito, bitch.
Yes.
And you eat the whole thing while you stand in line as punishment for your ignorance.
And you make sure you use a lot of that Lloyd rocket sauce.
You put rocket sauce on your dick.
And then suck it off yourself.
If you can't do that, you go into the back and they teach you.
They slap you in the face with a tortilla.
You can bend your body in ways you never knew before, Lloyd.
After you eat a Lloyd taco, anything's possible, my friend.
You're gonna rock it all through your pants.
All day long.
Lloyd Taco.
Only the freshest ingredients, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd say that was 110% success. We're going to go right to Lloyd, the people at Lloyd, with that.
I think we should.
We're going to pitch that right to them.
I honestly think that if they don't hire us to do a TV
Jimmy
spot,
Chunga.
they're stupid as hell.
Yeah, that would be really dumb.
I honestly think we are incredible as pitchmen.
Yes,
They should give you free tacos.
Yeah.
Though they will when we're done.
that's right.
We will all get free tacos. Okay, we're gonna hook this
All right.
If
Yeah.
not, what happens? That's right.
up. That's it. You're gonna get blown the fuck up. Many times over.
Incoming!
That's right. That you don't fuck with us. We have a good deal going here.
That's
All
right.
We put our heart and our souls into these pitch
Souls.
things and
Big souls. Hollow
yes.
souls.
Oh yes, we only do it right.
We will bring you back to the Civil War.
Go ahead. I've got my musket repellent.
We've got actual audio of the Civil War right here.
Which battle was this? Antietam?
No, this is Second Manassas.
Where's that confounded railroad?
I hate to spoil it, but they took the leg.
Where's that confounded railroad?
Apparently Quagmire was in the Civil War.
Oh, they taking the leg,
Oh, they're
motherfucker.
taking it all.
They're taking it straight to Lloyd.
Oh shit.
They're gonna make the Lloyd Civil War burrito.
They take the leg taco.
This is not a
Boy,
reenactment.
Jimmy.
This is the real shit.
The real shit.
They're gonna put a bunch of cilantro on there. Hope you like
Yeah.
it. Red onion.
I'm rubbing some cilantro on my balls right now.
You're gonna be whistling Dixie.
Out your anus.
Out your stump that used to be your leg hole.
Oh, you're gonna be able to play the stump it.
Well, we've gone to a dark and tragic place.
This isn't a good way to end our show.
That's normally how it always ends.
Holy shit.
It starts so promising, and we end in a dark and horrible place.
We started on a high note. We had great music. We have an incredible guest here, and then
That's
we
right.
then you and I had to just destroy.
He's so quiet over there. Is he?
What can
Come on, come on.
Because he's in
Come
awe
on.
of what the fuck's going
I
on.
know.
All right,
Just speak your mind.
Steve, I have one final question for you before we leave. I have to ask you this question. It is of critical importance.
Yes, it is.
What is the capital of North Dakota?
I'm horribly embarrassed to say I do not know.
You're not the only one.
all right.
Not like one of those people on Jimmy Kimmel who makes up an answer.
You could.
Just
You
keep
could say.
saying it.
You could say whatever.
Take
you
a
want.
shot in the dark. You know, just try something, anything.
I really am not sure.
It'd be ironic if he chose the right answer just out of sheer,
Right.
Siri?
sheer luck.
Lloyd Taco.
Oh well.
Did you say Siri's Shearlock?
No, I grabbed my phone and I was joking. I was going to say, Siri, where is the capital?
Siri.
That was great.
No, Siri cannot help you.
No,
She is
Siri.
not allowed. She's not allowed.
It's all right, my friend. We ask
You're like
all
in a
of
cash
our
cab.
Yeah.
we ask all of our guests this same question, and very few get it right. Although last week, Nick Landers of A Moment's End, he got it right. He signed the wall. Even it's over there. It is Bismarck, my friend. It is Bismarck,
Yes.
North Dakota.
When we were in the basement studio, we actually had the answer written on the wall where you could see it.
Yeah,
And
it was
we
written
wouldn't tell
very
anybody.
large.
And we wouldn't tell anybody. Yeah, we would just ask people, and it would be right in front of their face, and they still wouldn't get it. So you actually have it a little bit tougher than a lot of our previous guests because we don't have it written down here.
Right.
But hey, you made an effort.
Well, I never pretend I know something I don't.
But it's
Don't
fun
worry.
sometimes.
Well, sometimes it is very fun.
It's fun to bullshit
Yeah.
your
I
way
do
through
make
things.
exceptions.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, final thoughts. We go first to Debbie.
Cranberry sauce.
Cranberries suck.
She's the greatest woman on earth.
Final thoughts. We go to Denyce.
Peace be with you.
Oh shit.
Wow, live long and prosper over there, my
Shit,
friend.
you went for something fucking profound.
Hey, Star Wars, you know.
Shit. Okay, so
Kyle, two final thoughts.
The next president of the United States
Will be
Hillary Clinton.
yes.
Hillary
Oh, dude, if that happens,
Jorge.
I will. If I'm president, so help me, this country.
Is that-
or
is that
Clay
name-
Aiken.
That name is still
Lincoln,
relevant,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Jorge. Right?
Or hey, whore.
Hey, I
Hey,
just had a
Hor.
thought. Do
Hey,
you guys think it would have been better for Clay Aiken if he would have just combined his name at some point early in his
Yeah.
career? Instead of going by Clay Aiken, he could have been Claykin.
Clayton.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Does sound pretty awesome.
It
Right?
almost sounds like
It's like a
something
Lincoln,
a big
like
bottle of
Lincoln
wine.
type name.
It sounds like one of those
He's
aliens
ape,
from
but
Star
he's
Trek.
Clay.
Yeah, it's like Godzilla's cousin,
Klingon or something, you
Claykin.
know? No, then he might turn into like Godzilla or something, and we don't want that shit.
George, final thoughts from you, my friend.
Oh man.
No, you think about it for a second. Let's go to
Yes,
Steve
yes.
first.
Oops.
Well, let's see. We had the Muppets, Back to the Future, and Karate Kid. So I would say, Waka Waka Waka, Great Scott, and Sweep the Leg.
Oh yes.
Sweep the leg!
Yeah, sweep the leg.
That is so
Beautiful.
awesome. I can't follow that, but I'll try.
Oh, Steve, thank you so much for coming in, my friend.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, man.
It was nice meeting you. Yeah,
It was
very
great
wonderful
music and
music.
You better come back here. All right, we expect you to be back here.
Yeah, on my birthday.
by the way,
Yes.
totally different from another band. Well-worn boot, just totally different.
Well-worn boot. Oh God.
Yeah, that band stays in my mind for some
I've gotten a
reason.
little too
You're traumatized.
Yeah, I've been traumatized. I saw the bass player's balls. His shorts are a little too short when he's on stage, and he put his leg up on one of the monitors, and one of the twins came out to say hi.
Hi.
I will never, ever unsee that again.
Well, George, you've also seen my balls, but
Yes.
they are bulging testicular masses protruding from the jeans.
That's just Ralph Macchio.
I've seen you spray tan your balls and slam them against the wall.
That's another show.
Yes. Yes, I remember those days vividly.
Final thoughts from you, my friend George, before we hit the road.
Okay. Boobs are awesome.
Peace be with you. Yeah.
In another episode of Out.
We will see you in 1 week, ladies and gentlemen.
Take care, man. Peace out.
Peace out, indeed.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see each other.
It's the Noah's Ark Show here on allwesternnewyorkradio.com. Give us a call here at All WNY Radio anytime at 716-402-4218. You can also send us an email, noahsark@allwnyradio.com. Find us on the Facebookers if you're into book facing in the Facebooks. Facebook.com/Noah's Ark Show or Facebook.com/AllWNY Radio. Find out more about our band of the week, musician of the week, Mr. Steve Balesteri, who we can't thank enough for coming in. Steve, you are a true talent, a scholar and a gentleman, my friend. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Next week we'll welcome Skyline Theory here, 6 p.m. Until then, my friends, good luck and have fun.
Right there above your kitchen sink. Maybe if I had a car, maybe if I had a job, maybe if I tried real hard, maybe if I wasn't a fraud.